this week on the Garden Tarts. Okay, well, so should we get into the intermission and hear what people had to say about Gloria?
Yeah, I have one thing to add to Amanda's. Amanda was on
Yeah.
Desire this week, and I would like to extend an invitation to Phil if he wants to become Garden Tarts royalty.
He could definitely be Garden Tart royalty.
Come on, we've got a lot to talk about.
Come on the pod. You
Yeah,
play us all the time. Come let us play you.
yeah,
Sounds weird. You know what I mean.
yeah,
Yeah. But yes, Garden Tart Amanda was on U2X this week, so that was fun. Okay, Gloria.
yeah.
Hey, Hal.
Hi, Jenny. How are you?
I'm doing just peachy. How about yourself?
I am well as well. I am coming to you from Annapolis, Maryland, my brother's new place, and these are all his video games and such, except there, if you're watching, not listening, is Live Aid.
I was gonna say, I was gonna guess that was Live Aid. It's even like, I don't know. I can't really see it, but I got the vibe.
Yeah,
I got a vibe that it was probably Live.
I'm not positive that it wasn't stolen from me, but
It may
that
actually
happens.
were.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so today is Sunday, March 29th. If you're listening, it is on or after Wednesday, April 1st, 2026. No joke. I hate April Fools. It's season 8, episode 12.
And you're listening to Kissing Lips and Breaking Hearts with the Garden Tarts. I would like to remind people that we are,
Podcast royalty.
I mean, we can't let that die.
Yeah.
If you would like to support your majesties, please feel free to like, subscribe, head to YouTube, subscribe on Apple Podcasts, head over to our Patreon, which is up and going. We're going to boost that up some more. And thank you very much.
Thank you. Tell your friends, no matter who they are.
Yeah, just come. Well, like, our YouTube numbers are growing
Okay.
slowly but consistently. So thank you to all of you who have done that.
Thank
Greatly
you.
appreciate it. We have kind of a fun one today that I love that you thought of this. We each picked a tour, a U2 tour to kind of pick fun facts about. I'm doing ZooTV. You're doing.
Jazz Retreat. The reason this occurred to me was because the day after this airs will be the 39th anniversary of Joshua Tree Tour.
That's crazy.
Very crazy.
And intermission, we have your thoughts about Gloria,
Yes.
the song, not the person, whoever the person is in your life.
So I don't have my cigar box with all the songs in it. So I'm going to shuffle my U2 songs and see what comes up on my
Good
phone.
idea. That's a
And
good
I
idea.
have to remember, like, we can't do that in the future. Whatever that song is, I need to take it out of the box or whatever.
Right.
Or you
Well,
can do it again.
yeah, we'll remember. It's all good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So should we head into side A? Do you want to start? Do you want me to start?
I'll start.
Okay.
Okay, Joshua Tree Tour, 1987, from April 2nd to December 20th, 1987. 3 legs, 109 shows, 3.17 million people, and $56 million. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so
1987.
oh yeah. So opening night was in Tempe, Arizona, and the night before, Bono, they were rehearsing, and Bono fell on the Bullet the Blue Sky light and sliced his chin open, as we know very well because we've seen that, forever and ever.
Yeah.
And anyway, he had to go to the hospital, get his chin stitched up, and then he had partially lost his voice. So he asked people at the show, mind you, this is the first show.
Opening night.
Yeah. He asked the people to sing along with him, and they did. Find it interesting. I mean, obviously, this was a huge, huge album, but usually the first show, people are still learning how the songs go or whatever, including them. And so I don't know, I feel like the 3 opening shows that I've been to, there wasn't a lot of singing along because you kinda have to get into at least for new songs.
Right, right.
Yeah, so, I mean, props to those fans for, getting it together. So, I have a few fun little facts. One is April 30th, they played the Silver Dome, and it was their very first headlining stadium show in the US.
Oh,
Yeah, so, like, I mean, we think of them as being such a stadium band,
right.
but yeah, so that was pretty big.
So the dates before that were not stadium.
No, they were arenas, but I need to go through and look at that again because they had the shows in Hampton, Virginia. It's an arena, and those were like December 10th, no, December 11th and 12th.
Yeah.
And but then after that, they went and did more stadium shows. I apologize. I've not researched that as much as I should have, but you
Well,
can
let's
figure
take
it
it as
out.
a fun fact with the
Yeah.
caveat that we'll learn more.
We all have Wikipedia, so yeah. So, okay, the reviews were good, but people said they couldn't see the stage in the stadiums, and there was a big debate among the band whether screens would split the audience, and they weren't entirely seeing the band.
Right.
And this is mind-blowing that they were afraid of technology because who has ever embraced technology more than U2? But
Right?
but in '87, they were worried about technology being distracting. I mean,
Yeah.
it is, but only because we have phones in our pockets now. It's not
Right.
their fault. It's
Right.
it's our fault.
It's our fault.
Yeah, so for all future tours, obviously, the video screen has been very, prominent. The first show with a screen was RFK Stadium in DC, so the back part of the stadium could see all that, and
See,
they obviously kept it for the rest of the tour and every other tour ever.
or
But
just
this
kept
is
getting bigger.
so speaking of RFK Stadium, they were playing there and in the rain, and Bono's second injury of the tour, he slipped and hit his shoulder. It says he fell off the stage. I don't think he did. I think he fell on the stage.
I thought he fell off the stage.
Did he?
I think
Well, again,
that's my memory of the facts that I have
yeah.
not seen.
Well, regardless, he slipped and fell, and he dislocated his shoulder. He had to go to the hospital, um, and pop it back into place. And then for the next 12 shows, he had his arm in this contraption thing. So if you haven't seen the Rattle and Hum outtakes, find it on YouTube and just be aware that whoever put those on there, it's like 30th generation
At
on
least.
VHS that they
Yeah.
converted onto YouTube. So you can't see much. Also, they're boring as crap. Like I always think, I'm gonna watch them this time and I'm interested. And no, they're just
No, it's the bits and pieces that are great. But yeah,
yeah.
find when they're in the car and in the hospital.
Yeah, yeah. So it's really, really interesting actually, just seeing Bono in the car going to the emergency room and everything. And I think he went to the emergency room at George Washington. And I think that emergency room later became the Ronald Reagan trauma unit or something. Fun fact, I don't know. Anyway, but if you watch it, like he's got a towel around him. They take him to a room, and he's worried about getting everything wet because he's soaking wet. And then they ask him his name, and he can't say anything. And so Allie has to
Yeah.
give the information, which is I don't
Cute.
know. I mean, I know when you get injured, your brain doesn't really
Right.
register stuff. Okay, so the only, as most people I think know, the only Joshua Tree song that was not played on the original tour was Red Hill Mining Town. Okay, listen to this. This is crazy. Most of the shows were multiple nights, and they generally featured a set list twist.
What kind of twist does it say?
I mean, there's the set li I mean, it's not always the same set list, they put in covers, whatever, but
Right,
that's an example of why low tech is also not that bad, because now they have all this technology and they can't vary from the set list very much.
right, which
And I
I'm
like the
you've got
tech,
a lot
but
of technology and a lot of money. I
yeah,
think you could make it work.
yeah, yep, and,
Anyway,
yeah,
not us
we
making decisions.
not editorialize on that, but
Yeah,
you guys get it? Okay, so this was a new level of fame, obviously, for them, with new exposure and a super frantic tour schedule, and it was just a lot of stress. No wonder they didn't smile at all for, like, the next 5 years, like,
right,
nothing, no smile. Yeah, no one. And, so Bono said that they were musically unprepared for a tour like this. They just weren't prepared, and Larry said that they were the biggest but not the best band. And later, Bono also said that the tour was one of the worst times in their musical lives. They hinted that all of the stress led them to enjoy the rock and roll lifestyle that they had formerly avoided. But you know what? Like,
yeah,
I mean, everyone should be healthy and safe and everything, but the way that they originally toured and were, I mean, they you should have the right to be ridiculous.
right,
You know, like, you
right.
should have a night where you can go out and yeah, instead of,
Safely
being, old
miserable.
school U2. Yeah, yeah. But I mean, they earned that.
Yeah,
Um, okay, so during the tour, they were also filming Rattle and Hum, which started in Denver, the
mhm.
touring for that. And they picked it there because the concert video for the concert for, Under a Blue Sky was also filmed there, and they thought,
Oh,
that, like, lightning could strike twice or something.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, interesting. Hours before the second show, there was a terrorism attack in a town called Enniskillen, where 11 people lie dead, many more injured, on a Sunday Bloody Sunday. As horrible, horrible as a thing like that to happen and to, you know, have to go on after you hear this horrendous news, it makes for concert gold. I
Yeah,
mean, Bono's rage, and I mean, he doesn't generally need a lot to bring that up, but this is
right.
this is a very tangible rage that he just, I mean, his voice, everything. And obviously if you've not seen that video, you should right now stop us. Don't listen to us again until you
Yeah.
see that. I'm pretty sure most people who are listening and watching have seen Rattle and Hum, but if not,
In our last random song of the week that was Sunday Bloody Sunday, it was decided that that is the best version.
absolutely, absolutely. And this is so, I mean, I've said this so many times, but like my opinion, I mean, it's just my opinion, but like how they put Pride and Helter Skelter and All on the Watchtower on that CD and not put With or Without You and Sunday Bloody Sunday is just like mind blowing to me.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
maybe they didn't get a good audio, I don't know,
That
but
would be a good question for Bon over Whiskey and Cake.
you know what,
Is what was that discussion? And
I
I
think
wonder how
that
much
would
of
be
it
my
was marketing, but
yeah,
yeah.
um, anyway, I would like to ask him that question. Thank you, I didn't have one for this week. Okay, so other highlights were they did a free concert in San Francisco, and, Bono almost got arrested for defacing an overpass, just flat out.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a record, right?
I don't think they I don't think they charged him or
They
anything, but
didn't.
I think he got close to maybe
Okay.
he has a record. He's got a
We
lot of
talked
them.
about it at one point, we're like, that sounds good on the" whatever it was, we're like, "How do we get that on our resume?"
Yeah, right. Other funny thing is that for several shows, they opened for themselves as the Dalton Brothers, that it appeared that only people in, like, the first couple rows had any idea that it was them, and I think
Yeah.
that they did not get a really great, reception from that. Okay, so here I'm almost done. Here
Yeah, you're
are
great.
the openers. The bands that opened for them are absolutely nuts. That said, I think either they had some that opened up for them on Joshua Tree and ZooTV, or list is mixed up, but
Okay.
I'm reading what I have. So Lone Justice, The Pretenders, Big Audio Dynamite, UB40, Little Steven, Bodines, Stevie Ray Vaughan, The Waterboys, Los Lobos, The Pogues, The Alarm, and Primus. And Lou Reed. I think mine was Lou Reed too.
Yeah. Wow.
So the average set list, which we listen to this and think, oh my God, this is what a set list of like classics. Like you have to know these songs, but this is all
Right.
they had. Like they
It's
don't
so
have,
true.
right? I'm like, why'd they just play like
Just hit
it's
after hit
not a
after hit.
jukebox. Yeah, it's not a jukebox tour.
Literally their songs.
This is all they had. But listen to this. Tell me how amazing this would have been to see, like, in person. Streets, I Will Follow, Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For, Trip Through Your Wires, MLK, Unforgettable Fire, Exit, Sunny Bloody Sunday, In God's Country, Gloria, Help, People Get Ready, Bad October, New Year's Day, Pride, Bullet, Running to Standstill, With or Without You, and 40. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but again, like, "Oh my god, that's perfect." They couldn't reach too far because it was, what was
Right.
it? It was their 5th album,
Oh
right?
my
Boy,
god.
October, War, Unforgettable. Yep. It was their 5th album. So
Wow.
they only had yeah,
5 albums to pull from. That's crazy.
yep.
Wow.
And in the next, 40 years, they only had not many more, but anyway, yeah.
But anyway,
So that's all I have on the
that's
Joshua
great.
Tree tour.
I love
Yeah.
that. Thanks for doing that research and sharing. That was fun stuff.
Thank you. It was fun.
Okay, well, so should we get into the intermission and hear what people had to say about Gloria?
Yeah, I have one thing to add. Amanda was on
Yeah.
Desire this week, and I would like to extend an invitation to Phil if he wants to become Garden Tarts royalty.
He could definitely be Garden Tart royalty.
Come on, we've got a lot to talk about.
Come on the pod. You
Yeah,
play us all the time. Come let us play you.
yeah,
Sounds weird. You know what I mean.
yeah,
Yeah. But yes, Garden Tart Amanda was on U2X this week, so that was fun.
yeah,
Okay, Gloria,
yeah.
a good handful of y'all had stuff to say. First of all, I have to give mad props to this account. YouTube posts no one asked for. All one word. It's literally the YouTube meme that you always want and you didn't know you wanted. So follow them, okay? They said my absolute favorite song of all time, Heavenly. We got a lot of favorites here. Adam's Kimono says, love it when we hear Adam's cool bass line on this song. Of course, you are rightfully biased, Adam's Kimono, to Adam's good. Of course. Speaking of Garden Card Amanda, she says, off the top of my head, it's one of 3 songs called Gloria by Rock Hall inductees, U2, Van Morrison, and Patti Smith. And she notes that the first part of Patti Smith's Gloria are her lyrics, and then it goes into Van Morrison's lyrics.
Yeah,
So that's a cool fun fact.
really fun.
Hey, it's to know a Rock Hall curator. Kathy Lewandowski, the song Gloria, the first off the album October, U2 takes us to church. Latin phrases. Bono, Edge, and Adam were struggling with their faith as they became part of the Shalom Fellowship, which almost broke up U2. As a Catholic, I can relate to their struggle. With this song, I can close my eyes and my senses feel of the wooden church pew, the welcome, peace be with you, the smell of frankincense, the taste of the host, and the ritual of Mass. It all brings me back to my Catholic school days in 4 minutes and 12 seconds.
That's
Okay.
awesome. Thank you,
Yeah,
Kev.
I would never have that perspective. So that's great. I really like that. Whitney Scott says the song and video is what started my love for you two. It's a moment I'll never forget. Very cool. Anthony has a little bit of a dissertation for us. Good day, Garden Tarts. I would have sent this earlier, but I forgot. I couldn't let my story of this song pass me by. I was like, you got it in time. You got it in time. My connection with Gloria is generational. Let me explain. I am 28 years old, 1998. He missed Pop Mart. Born and raised in Australia just after Pop, which must be why I have a strange fascination with that album, due to my mom binge listening to it while she was pregnant with me. Which brings me to my story. Back in 1981, my mom was watching a music show, and all of a sudden, Gloria started playing. And from that point, U2 has been her favorite band. So much so that she passed it down to me. I can comfortably say that I was a U2 fan before I was even born, and Gloria is the song that started it all. And what a song it is.
Oh, that's really great.
Tried to make my kids U2 fans, didn't work. You're a better child than my kids are, Anthony. Okay, our good friend Jenny Shermis says, Gloria is my favorite song of all time. The layers of harmonies on the final chorus give me chills every single time, and I never ever skip it. It gives me such euphoria. My mom used to play the early U2 albums all the time growing up. She's a huge U2 fan and has been to every tour since seeing them the first time they came to London in 1979. I'm so
Wow.
grateful to have got my YouTube joy via her. It's my Spotify most played songs. I listened to it 567 times last year. Also, it's literal serotonin for me and gives me more joy than any other song I've ever heard, any of my favorites. One more
Wow.
from her. She says, there's something about the video for Gloria that really hit me as a young person growing up in a small American city, seeing those kids in Dublin laughing, dancing, soaking in live music of U2, playing on a boat barge. It made me stop and think, where is that feeling and how do I get there? That kind of pure, unfiltered joy, not staged, not curated, just real life happening in Europe. I don't just want to watch it, I want to be a part of it. I have to see this band live as soon as possible. And I did. Another good child who followed in their mom's footsteps. Jenny and Anthony, I think you need to have a talk with my children. They are very tolerant of me. They're great. And they were fans when they were little.
Yeah.
Then they grew up and they're like, mom's crazy. Anyway, that's all I've got.
Okay, so do we wanna pick?
Right. You gonna shuffle them up?
Yeah, I'm gonna shuffle them up.
New Year's Day.
New Year's Day.
Okay. Next week's random song of the week, New Year's Day. Make a note so you can pull it out of the cigar box.
Yeah, I will, I
Yeah.
will. I put them all like, I have magnets that I put them on a
Yeah.
board thing.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. Side D.
Yes.
Okay. ZooTV fun facts. This is literally fun facts in no real order whatsoever.
Okay.
Started February 29th, 1992, Lakeland, Florida, ended December 10th, 1993, Tokyo, Japan. So almost 2 full years, 5 legs in total, all over the place. First 2 legs, North America and Europe were indoor. There, I guess, like, the touring industry was kind of in a slump, so they wanted to do the indoor, see how it went, and it went so well that the 3rd leg, which was the 2nd American leg, was the outside broadcast. They took it out to stadiums. So that was cool. So I wanna say a lot of this, I wanna thank the people at U2 Songs because a lot of this is from them, which was just really, really helpful. U2 were the first to come up with the B stage on the Zoo TV tour. The idea of the small satellite stage where they could play an intimate performance. And now this, I don't know that you go to a show now necessarily that doesn't have some kind of satellite stage,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
especially in a large show, large arena. Uh, Facility. This kind of staging was immediately adopted by a lot of people, most notably the Rolling Stones. You've done it every single tour, and I guess there's talk of, like, Mick Jagger having been at those shows and, like, taking
Yeah.
notes. I'm sure he didn't have a notepad taking notes. But anyway, really I mean, U2's always changing concerts, so, that was a big game changer. Bono had 3 alter egos on this tour. The Fly, who we met on Octone Baby, we got to really meet in person on stage, and then in America, he had the Mirrorball Man, which is really a televangelist, and then McFisto showed up in Europe. Kinda sucks that McFisto now gets to be in America too, but this
Right.
is what we get in the world. This was interesting, I didn't know this. Well, I guess I didn't know this because I wasn't buying tickets for it, but they tried to combat scalpers. They kept the tour announcement super quiet until the last minute. The tour began on February 29th. It was announced on February 13th.
Really?
Yeah, February 13th, they announced it. February 29th was when it started. So tickets for the first leg went on sale 2 days. They went on sale February 15th, and then the show started, like, 2 weeks later. And
Well,
I guess they did that on, like, when they were announcing new legs and stuff too.
interesting. So I had stood in line and got a ticket for a show on March 7th. I'm not I don't have any memory of the tickets just going on sale, like, right I don't remember that, but,
Yeah,
um, I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but I have to just add this because it's a crazy story, but
yeah,
I was supposed to be getting ads for our yearbook on that day,
yeah,
and I'm like, "It's a day off school," and so I got tickets and not ads,
yeah.
but
Hey,
anyway,
well,
go ahead.
it all worked out, I'm sure.
It worked out.
This is interesting. The initial announcement of the tour included a date for Portland, Oregon on April 20th, but that date never happened. Instead, it was substituted for a second night in Tacoma, Washington, where the band announced a show for the following night. So
That
Tacoma thus became the only one of 2 cities to get 2 performances. That night, they announced the show for the next night. This is blowing my mind. It's blowing my
that
mind.
blows my mind too. I mean, you can't scalp those tickets, but also the only people that are probably gonna be able to go to them are locals anyway.
Right.
Right.
So, like I said, they started indoors to test it out, like 3 outside broadcasts. When it went to Europe, it became Zooropa, and when it went down under, it became Zoomerang, which I think is pretty fucking cute.
Yeah.
They opened the night with anywhere from 6 to 8 songs off the new album, which was, like, mind-blowing in that
Yeah.
moment. Like, you would think in the first 8 songs, you'd hear some classic hits somewhere in there.
Yeah.
It was just like Octane Baby Onslaught, so it obviously worked out for them.
Ironically, they did a similar thing for 360, except that it was also Achtung Baby songs.
Also Octane Baby. They're like, "This worked before." So, it's so funny that they went from, like, Joshua Tree not sure about the screens, and then they got a few screens for Joshua Tree, and they're like, "Okay, that's good." This one had
Let's get all the screens.
36.
Oh my god.
36 screens, and I remember there being some this is just something I remember reading from an interview or hearing somewhere that they tried really hard to get sponsors. They're like, "Hey, we're gonna put your TVs up," and they wouldn't do it. They're like, "No." I don't know why, but
Yeah.
so U2 had to pay for all the TVs. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Do you remember how much did Joshua Tree gross?
56,000,000?
This one was 151,000,000. It was the highest grossing tour in North America in 1992.
And Bono says they just broke even.
Right. Because they're gonna get anyone to sponsor the TV.
Right.
There were some fun antics, lots of prank calls to the White House. There was the live satellite feed to Sarajevo. There was ordered pizza. That was a good one.
Yeah.
In Auburn Hills, Detroit. So this was March 27th, 1992. Bono had ordered 10,000 pizzas from the stage.
And then did they say that they were gonna get them there in 30 minutes or less?
Or else they're all free.
Yeah.
I guess it was, like, during the channel surfing segment of the show. The local pizza supplier only managed to deliver 100, which, I mean, props to them.
Yeah.
Uh, they were delivered between the main set and the encore, and the boxes were, thrown to the audience to have pizza. Oh my god. What a just fucking insane.
Yeah.
And the last bit I have is, like, another antic, but not quite pizza, but Salman Rushdie made a surprise historic appearance on stage. It was August 11th, 1993 at Wembley in London. He had been in hiding for years due to a fatwa. He walked on stage and joined basically Mephisto, making his first public appearance in nearly 5 years. And what he said, he famously said, was that real devils don't wear horns. Anyway, that's just some lots of random fun facts on
Yeah.
ZooTV.
That's great.
Yeah.
If you were at the original Joshua Tree tour or ZooTV, Zooroba, Zoomerang, whatever, let us know your stories and your memories because those are
Yeah.
priceless.
My cousin Stephanie, bless her heart, went to a ZooTV show and got me a T-shirt. And my mother will tell you that's when she knew I was in trouble. Basically, that, like, she was like, "This is something."
So I remember, I must have been in like 8th grade or something, and I was at dinner at my aunt and uncle's house, and they were talking about this daughter of a friend of theirs who started following the dead, and they couldn't. I mean, she was old enough, but
Right.
they couldn't get her like to come home from. And, like, they talked to s I don't know, they talked to somebody, like, "How do we do this?" And the
Yeah.
advice that they said to her was, "When children go off and follow a band like that, they generally never come home." And I remember, like, I don't think that's true. Like, they're go not I don't mean they don't go home. They, like, you never hear from them again. Like, it's
Oh,
yeah, and that's how, like, deep the Grateful Dead but, I mean, they didn't just say it about the
that
Grateful Dead.
sounds really cult-like to not
Does
hear from your to not
it wasn't true. I mean, obviously, it was
right.
just, like anyway, whoever they spoke to was, like, you know, was not an advocate for fun music, and, I know that she came back, but they said, like, "You have to kind of, like, write her off because" yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I have not wanted to come home,
Um,
but not forever.
absolutely. No, not forever. And I mean,
Wanna
I'll
sleep in
call
my bed at some point and get some more
right.
money.
Right. That's why you go home.
Gotta do work. You gotta work a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, that always just stuck in my head. Her name was Jana, and I just remember that that they were like, "You're never gonna see her again," and
Like, she wasn't joining a
so
cult.
then, like, like, hearing that still didn't deter me from diving, you
No.
know, head first. I
Um,
wasn't deterred by that.
they're
Yeah.
like, "Don't I'll come home."
Yeah.
Oh
Or
my
I'll
god.
call to get more money or something. I mean,
Right. Right. You will hear from me. Oh my goodness. Well, that was a journey. Keep an eye out for the random song of the week post for New Year's Day,
yes.
and, the random generator really likes the old stuff so far.
I know, right? I wonder if I put the Days of Ash songs in there. I kind of feel like I did, but I don't know.
But yeah, stay tuned to whatever shenanigans happen next week.
Yeah. So also let us know how the Days of Ash songs, how they're holding up since we were, shocked by them.
Let's report on that next week because
Okay.
I did not listen to them for a little bit and have started listening to them again.
Yeah.
And, not with much intention, I need to, like, listen, but yeah, but let's check in on that. I
Okay.
think they're holding up, but yeah.
So you went to a No King's Day. You had a sign.
I
Talk about
did.
that.
I made my U2 sign. I said, "We have the right to remain silent or not."
Perfect.
I was very so I posted it. So if you went to a No Kings rally and had a U2 themed sign, please share it. Reply to one of my posts because no one has yet. Lots of likes,
Oh, no.
but no one else has had a sign that they have shared. So, there's gotta be a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It can't all be Taylor Swift references. There's gotta be because the Taylor Swift signs are abundant. I mean, when you have a song called "The Smallest Man Who's Ever Lived," you can
Yeah, you
get
got
a lot
that.
of that get out a lot out of that. So,
Yeah.
uh,
People are so clever with those signs.
I know. I mean, that's like real pieces of art out there. It's
I
crazy.
know, right?
Absolutely, like, it's so cool. And I do want also say thank you to those of you who are not here in these United States who came out to rallies in your own countries, supported our protests, these things, because, oh my gosh, we need all we can get. So
Yeah.
having your love and support from around the world really means a lot to us.
Thank you because, yeah, we
Yeah.
need it.
Thank you for knowing that this isn't really who we are.
Yes,
Thank you for
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you all. Thanks for humoring us, and we'll see you next week.
Bye. Thanks for listening,
Bye.
watching too.
We'll be back next week with more U2ish content.
In the meantime, keep chatting with us on social media at _Garden Tarts.
Sign up for our newsletter at thegardentarts.com and share with your YouTube friends.
You can support us on Patreon, buy me a coffee, and leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts.
Kissing Lips and Breaking Hearts, a U2ish podcast with the Garden Tarts, is created, produced, and edited by us, the Garden Tarts.
Intro and outro music by December.
See you next week.